And the Uber app in Kenya was watered down. Watered down. It does not look like the Uber in New York or anywhere else. To accommodate for the thuggery. But you are here in the comment section, watering down the complaint of an Uber customer who was obviously swindled by a dishonest and trustworthy moron that should not be anywhere doing any kind of service that are in contact with regular people. Forget about just Uber. Because now the risk of that is you have this person isolated with somebody who is vulnerable in the back seat. Do you think I'm making this shit up? Watch the stories coming out of USA.
Mato alikuwa na drive Uber,
where a Kenyan man was arrested because he sexually molested a 16-year-old girl at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Conversation imeanza kwenda weird kwa sababu udem ni minor, ujamaa wako 43 years old bana. Alafu sasa anaanza kuuliza hizo manini. Juu sasa anaanza kumwambia, unataka kunipiga kimunju? Unataka kunipiga kimunju? Ujamaa ana insist.
The ones you hear complaining about the government, it's because their fathers are not swindling in the government. It's because their fathers are not government employees and therefore do not have the opportunity to be corrupt. If they did, those who have, they shut up because they know they went to schools that their parents' salary could not afford. They shut up because they grew up in a car that they knew their parents' salary could not afford to buy. They were accorded a lifestyle that they know for a fact that their parents with their combined salary cannot afford. So they shut up. So everybody else, the minions, the poor munyamwezis of the world, they are here. My Uber ride was 840. Driver finyangled me to give him 1,100 cash. Then he reported me to Uber for non-payment and blocked my number. I decided I won't take it lying down, and I visited Uber offices to make a complaint. Now the driver is calling me relentlessly, saying that I have ruined his life. That he has been banned for 12 months. This is why we cannot have good things, because we are a low trust society. And the Uber app in Kenya was watered down. Watered down. It does not look like the Uber in New York or anywhere else. To accommodate for the thuggery. In Mombasa, I'm reading the comments. In Mombasa, they said that they had to corrupt the app to a point where you start bargaining your price. The reason I'm coming with this story is because for me on Twitter, there is this lady named Luka Mtakatifu. She writes, "Dear Uber Kenya, low trust society. We cannot have peace until we destroy something. Your driver by the name Brian Mukuba. And the phone number is there. Was my driver on Friday at 11:45 a.m. to Aga Khan University Hospital. He dropped me at the entrance, but deliberately didn't add the right until almost 20 minutes later when I discovered it. Since my ride was prepaid, you, Uber, ended up charging me $878 in shillings on my card instead of $639, and she puts a screenshot of the transaction. Now, this is the beautiful part. It's the Kenyans now in the comment section defending the driver because they see themselves in the driver and not in the passenger. Everybody is looking for an opportunity to swindle somebody. The ones you hear complaining about the government, it's because their fathers are not swindling in the government. It's because their fathers are not government employees and therefore do not have the opportunity to be corrupt. If they did, those who have, they shut up. They know that they live in a house that their parents' civil service salary could not afford to keep them in that house. They shut up because they know they went to schools that their parents' salary could not afford. They shut up because they grew up in a car that they knew their parents' salary could not afford to buy. They were accorded a lifestyle that they know for a fact that their parents with their combined salary cannot afford. So they shut up. So everybody else, the minions, the poor munyamwezis of the world, they are here. Hi, Luca. Thanks for reaching out. We have responded to your inquiry via the DM. That is Uber responding. Somebody says, unataka kuharibia mtu maisha juu ya roabe. Surely. In one of the comments, somebody even tried to safisha randa by saying that the people commenting are Uber drivers. No, the people commenting are Kenyans. The people commenting are the ones on Vika Road when a vehicle overturns and they desert their vehicles. Middle income level people driving their own cars to work. They park their vehicles in the middle of Vika Road and they go loot the supplies that are in an overturned truck. Kenyans, not Uber drivers, Kenyans. Low trust society. Somebody here, I can't remember which one it is, have even alluded to the fact that you cannot even leave your valuables in the car. They will never return. If you forget your hat, if you get your sweater, if you get your jacket, if you forget your phone, if you forget anything that is valuable in your Uber car, chances are you are not going to get it. Ilikuwa gani? Alikuwa customer mgani? Hapana, hiyo sikuona. Hiyo sikuona. Somebody is mad because I put up a tweet of the Elon Musk kaboom getting rolled into the launching pad to go into space. And I said, black people are wrecking their brains, figuring out how they can destroy it for scraps. Now you want to pretend that I am being unfair to Africans?
Endelea kuongea.
But you are here in the comment section, watering down the complaint of an Uber customer who was obviously swindled by a dishonest and trustworthy moron that should not be anywhere doing any kind of service that are in contact with regular people. Forget about just Uber.
Let me tell you, ukipiga content, one of the things ya kujuanga content inafika, nienda comment section na upate watu wanakutusi, watu wameshika mama chungu, hapo ndio unajuanga umegonga ndipo. Unaona kwa umbwa wengi uchukue mawe utupe. Unajua ni umbwa gani wanga anawika? Ni ule mwenye amegongwa na mawe. So, endelea kuongea.
Because now the risk of that is you have this person isolated with somebody who is vulnerable in the back seat. Do you think I'm making this shit up? Watch the stories coming out of USA.
We, wanaume wa Kenya, wa US, tuko na shida mtu wangu.
Right now in USA.
You guy, my guy. Mtu wetu hapa.
Right now in USA, a Kenyan guy, I can't remember his name.
Anaitwa Martin Njoki. Wazungu wanamuita Nyoki kwa sababu hawezi pronounce Njoki.
Was arrested because he sexually molested a 16-year-old girl at 3 o'clock in the morning when the girl is coming from sneaking at her boyfriend's house.
Ni ngori, ni noma, ni ndialala.
He thought it was a good opportunity to take advantage of the 16-year-old because in his head, she will shut up because she was hiding from her parents.
Mato, after kusikia akademka ametoka sijui saa 9 usiku kwa boyfriend, akamwambia you are a bad girl. Na unajua ni maana unaambia, Mato akamwambia you are a bad girl. Ala, so kadem kakashanga, ni aje. Kukakaa tu hivyo, boya Mato anamuuliza, do you kiss and tell? Ati nini? Do you kiss and tell?
Those fuckers, those useless, low quality retards. The comment section is full of that. Mumekuwa wajinga sana online. Just deal with the situation like a grown up. 200 inafanya uanike a hustling man like a petulant child. Edit. I thought this was a woman. Kumbe ni jamaa ana behave hivi. My friend, drop mpesa number nikuwekee pesa za dera sahi. hivi. Kiswahili memkaranga mbaya kama akili yake. Why share someone's phone number in public? And then you add that stupid things Kikuyu say. Surely. You could have filed the complaint directly with Uber than doing it here. You see? There are people out there who are experts in knowing how something should have been done better. Not that they have done it better than you have done it. No, no. Where is my beautiful photos? They are somewhere in Teto. They have never seen the light of day. But they are experts in knowing that that which you did should have been done different. Poor thinking logic. Experts. I could sue you. This is a different comment. I could sue you for displaying a personal number. Jinga sana. Uber apparently, I owe Uber 640 for a trip I never took. The driver started the trip without me and drove off for a while. Uber still looking into it to date. Yes, put screenshot of it. Very unethical behavior. This means that the fellow cannot return your item when you forget them in his Uber, as I had said. Stop connecting your cards to Uber app, Mtalia. You see, low trust society. This, by the way, when you have a credit card or a debit card attached to your Uber account as a passenger, Kenyan Uber drivers reject your trip on purpose. One day in Loresho at 4 o'clock in the morning, I almost missed my flight to Kisumu because I couldn't get those people who hang out there outside Loresho Eye Clinic, Lions Eye Clinic, that war there. They would not accept my Uber request because it's attached to a credit card. They want money now. I remember having a conversation with one of them and I was asking, how much is enough for you to not need money now? How much is enough to carry you a week without having to cash out your money every single day? No. They are looking for an opportunity to swindle you. Low trust society. But me pointing that out, I'm the bad guy. Please, roll out the carpet. Give me my medal. Knight me. Like David Beckham. The hater of blacks. Calling out low trust society. I become the hater of the blacks. Por favor, I'm here. That's why we cannot have good things. That's why we get searched in supermarkets. That's why they have fights with Makanga in public transportation matatus. What is the name of that blue small buses? Can't remember their name. They are always having fights because they are looking for a way to swindle the Makanga, especially now with the paying system. I saw another Uber incident of a girl pretending to be drunk and pretending that she lost her phone. But she requested the ride with the phone, and she was holding the phone when she got in the car. When she was at the destination, she pretended to be so drunk to know anything. And she said her friend had ordered the ride. Until some guys came to help the Uber driver. Until people came and they were calling a cop they know to expedite the frustration. Low trust society. Again, that's why we cannot have good things. Happy are those who are merciful. 200 bob ni kama tip. 2 broken hearts. Oh, this is the lady replying. Well, Luca is a guy. Ningetaka kutip, ningetip. This is unethical behavior. You are complaining about 200 shillings? So call your friend to borrow it. And then these people elect politicians that look exactly the way they are, that behave exactly just like them. And then the day after the elections, they are like, oh my God, who do we have here? Impeach! Must go! Hey, remove! Article 1, Article 9, power belongs to the people. Yesterday was election day. And you were kumera, dhuraku. Hey! You don't like what you see in the mirror. You don't like what you see in the mirror. You see yourself. Some untrustworthy, unethical failure to launch human being that should not have been born because you are a waste of the census. Imagine living life like that. From inception to death. A rat. A dishonest fucker that cannot be entrusted with a handshake. And then you turn around and you're like, hey, why are things so bad? Your father is the one who takes hongo at Nyayo house. Your mother is the paper pusher at Jogo house. You are the perpetrators of corruption. Where are you looking elsewhere? Look in the house dining room. That's where the corrupt family congregate in the evening to eat the loot of your corruption. Look at the school you went to that you could not afford. Your parents could not afford that school. You know deep in your heart that that is corruption money. But you want to project that and come here and castigate somebody who is standing up for themselves because they cannot take the disrespect of being swindled by cheap, petty thieves who have been entrusted with the lives of Uber passengers. What the fucking fuck? It is more than just 200 shillings. Integrity is a virtue. That goes a long way. You should put it like this anyways. Jamaa ameamua kuiba 200 shillings only and risk his account, his livelihood. That is a LMG at Ichiru. Yes.
Na tuanze kurekebisha tuanze nyumbani mashinani, hizi tabia tuanze kukemea, Saa ingine tunaona ni kama nini bana, unafanya mpaka victims hawataki kutokea kwa sababu wanajua ukitokea wanaanza kukuvictim shame, kukuvictim blame na nani, na yeye ana let us hear na hiyo story, let us hear the other side of the story. Imeumiza victims wengi sana, na in actual sense is wale watu wanaakiziwa false ni kidogo sana kuliko wale watu actually wanafanya hizo vitu. Yo, mimi nitaongea bana. Hii platform kama unipendi, scroll, endelea tukiendeleaga. Otherwise kweli mimi nitasema ni hivyo tu.
Hi Kasanga, thanks for reaching out. Would appreciate if this is Uber now, Uber support. Would appreciate it if you could resend the message in English. As in the meantime, we don't have someone to provide support in your language. Looking forward to your response to support as soon as possible. What was not in English? You know, we are always tempted to say we need to do better. No, we don't. We don't need to do better. We just need to accept that this is who we are. Drop the pretense. This is who we are. We are thugs. We are petty thieves. Cast black people. Then do something about it. Don't get angry at my words. These are just words. These are just words. Do better. Exempt yourself from the collective blame. Exempt yourself from the collective blame. So this is not you. Just do better. Be the honest one. And this is why the good deeds by the police in Kenya go unnoticed. Because we are not used to good things. We are not used to kindness. We are not used to acts of kindness. When you see a policeman in the rain holding two little kids at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, crossing them across a busy highway, right there, in Nairobi ya juu pale, there is a school there, watoto wanatokaga boom saa 10 ya jioni pale juu karibu na Central Police Station. And you see those diligent policemen. They don't carry a weapon. They're just in uniform. And they're honored to serve. And you see them helping small little kids to navigate the busy streets at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Those acts go unnoticed because we are not used to good things. We only point out when things go sideways. That is the only time now we come together and castigate the police. You see the police in the rain directing traffic after an accident to prevent more casualties, staying there in the rain in the middle of the night until the road is cleared. Those ones, hiyo ni kazi yao. But your mother and your father who work in government offices, hawawezi fanya hiyo ni kazi yao bila kuitisha hongo. Ndio uende boarding school yenye mshahara yao hawezi afford. Ndio uishi kwa neighborhood mshahara yao haiwezi afford. Ndio uendeshwe shule na gari yenye pesa ya mshahara yao hawezi afford. Hapo unafunga macho. But when a selfless policeman is slaving for God and country for little to no pay with very, very harsh working conditions. That one you don't see. You are waiting until when you have something to blame the police for. Low trust society.